Hi. So, Marvel, why don't I give a f anymore? Traffic. Oh, man. Ooh, look at all these cool cars, dude. There's a whole squad. This is why I usually ride at night. I can't record tonight because we got airsoft in the morning, so this is what's happening today. We have to endure people. Here we go. All right, here we go. We're moving. So this was honestly something I've been thinking about for a while. And yeah, the question is why I don't care about anything Marvel related at all anymore. Besides maybe the video games, like the Spider-Man video game, that was the last Marvel thing I've cared about. And honestly, it's more because of Spider-Man. It's not really because of my allegiance to the MCU or anything. I grew up in Queens, so I mean, Spider-Man was life, you know, even before the MCU was the thing. After they got rid of Thanos, it was kind of like just this aimlessness on where to go from there. I'm sure a lot of execs would be like, oh yeah, well, we've had Kang planned for like the longest time. We always knew it was going to go to Kang. And then you might have a few people being dead honest, like, I didn't even think we'd get this far. Yeah, I don't know. It's like the Thanos arc kind of seemed like it was the end. It felt like it was the conclusion. And honestly, if they didn't make any more Marvel things after that, I would have been okay with that. But the problem is that those movies generated so much money that they weren't going to do that. They were going to keep the ball rolling no matter what. Yeah, I really do feel like once money starts becoming the main motivator on keeping a project going, you know, that's where you get things like Walking Dead, where personally, I feel like they were done a while ago. But that being said, it was like one of my favorite shows. It was one of the first shows I genuinely like really fell in love with, so you know, it is what it is. I don't know, man, old MCU was just so different. But honestly, like if we're looking back, you know, a big pull to the MCU was the fact that they were trying different things, like making multiple movies with different superheroes, different actors, different directors, and then finding some way to kind of bring them all together and to have the vision for that. It's like you're also betting on the fact that all of these movies are going to do well, so it gives you a reason to make like an Avengers kind of movie where they're all together. There were so many moving pieces and so many things that had to work out, and they all did. So it's sad to see them go from that to where they are today, where it feels like every other project either falls on deaf ears, like Madam Web, I didn't even know that thing came out, or all those projects are just getting review bombed. I don't know, I think just somewhere down the line Marvel just switched its priorities up a little bit, you know, like I said, making things for money rather than heart or doing something different, and now it's just all like meh. A lot of people were just saying like, yeah, people are getting older, people are not interested in superhero movies anymore. But then you start seeing things like Spider-Verse and then you quickly realize, oh, wait a minute, maybe it's not superhero movies, maybe it's just how people are going about making them. That's why I really do think like Spider-Verse was like one of the most important things to happen to like the superhero genre as a whole. The studio execs were seeing risk-taking being actually profitable, like it can actually work. Because I get it, it's so tempting as like a multi-billion-dollar company. It's like you want to take the least amount of risk possible. And I don't know what that means for Marvel. I mean, whether it means they need to do a soft reboot or a complete reboot of everything. But at the same time, you know, no matter how great Marvel was and how big it was for my childhood, nothing good lasts forever in general. So it was always bound to either end or go sour at some point. It is amazing that they kept the ball rolling, building momentum for so long, all the way up to Infinity War, which by then it was like, you know, there were tons of movies made by that point. And yeah, you had some flops like Thor. Some of those movies kind of fell flat, but I mean, overall, they had an insane run. Will Marvel ever climax to like an Infinity War or like an Endgame level point ever again? Probably not. Yeah, even if they don't manage to completely fix things, they will always have a special place in my heart. I'm definitely looking forward to the next Spider-Verse though, so I mean, maybe some of you guys grew out of that superhero phase, but for me, those movies prove that there is still something there. But yeah, guys, what do you think? Do you guys still like the superhero genre? Did you guys like the superhero genre back in the day? Did you guys never get into it? I mean, I definitely know there's people who never even got into Prime MCU because there was too much content to go through at the time, which is hilarious now. And if not superhero movies, what other kind of genre or what other kind of movie do you guys see being like the next Endgame or like the next Infinity War? Let me know. And yeah, that's about it. Bye-bye.